What up, peeps? Maro released his list. I forgot what it really is called. It's like list of things that are happening in the new set. Repeatable activate ability that lets you draw 2 cards and create a creature token. That's going to be great for those control decks out there in multiple formats. This one, wild. They just banned a white card that can return a non-creature, non-land card from the graveyard to the battlefield. So let's hope that they didn't just recreate that card. They just banned it in standard. Another Arch Charm. The Arch is like the 3-mana instant that you can choose one, and it does a bunch of abilities as a modal spell. Card that makes you choose odd or even. They love those kind of cards, and then either your opponent can't play the odd or even, or the odd or even gets some kind of bonus. New artifact token called Munition. So now we know that the Edge of Eternities is more of a war in space. Star Wars. Variant on Devour. If you guys don't know, Devour used to be this ability when you're Eldrazi, dealt damage, you milled, but it actually exiled the card from your opponent's library. So maybe they're gonna amp it up and make it a little stronger this time around. Card that lets you take control of your opponent. Mindslaver is so cool. I can't wait to see another version of it. 5-color legendary artifact, a poison card. So we saw the poison card so far. Does that mean there's only one of them and there's not as much poison support and everybody needs to chill about no poison? Card that grants an ability to slivers. So there's multiple slivers and there's only one card that grants ability to all slivers. We'll have to see. Next are some rules text that will be showing up on cards. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, draw a card. That seems really strong. You might not be able to read this, but if it's on a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot artifact creature. Obviously gets tokens. So that's probably Tezzeret. You may play land cards from your graveyard. That's pretty good effect if there's also lands that go in the graveyard for like an advantage. You may instead create that many copies of Enchanted Permanent. There are a lot of ways to win with a bunch of copies of one thing, so we'll see how that goes. Artifact cards and red cards in your hand have so stealing from online abilities, so that's pretty cool to give things in your hand a new ability. Put target creature from defending player's graveyard onto the battlefield you control, tapped and attacking. That's cool, but the abilities like that where your creatures or your opponent's creatures have to be good, not always great unless the format has that kind of stuff. First spell each player cast during each of their turns may be cast without mana cost. That's just like we have like another version of an Omniscient. I think there was already another card that did this, and I guess it's like both sides, but if you're playing to do that, then I think it's pretty one-sided if you're playing spells that are better than your opponent. X is the number of differently named lands you control. Wow. I think if this is on a land card, this is not good. This not good, like it's going to be really strong because that's a lot. Yeah, because whenever we see that kind of effect, it normally means there's a deck around it, like the Zombie Land and Valakut. So, like, we'll see how that goes. Artifacts you control are foods and additional types. So, all your artifacts can gain you 3 life. There are a lot of combos out there. We'll see how that goes. Spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. That's also cool. That's like an omniscience situation right there. Some creature types, nothing crazy. Eldrazi, obviously, but we already knew that Eldrazi was coming. Kavu, pretty cool, pretty cool. Close Encounter. These are the names: Close Encounter, Command Bridge, Decode Transmissions, Emergency Effect, Lost in Space. I feel like Phil Fripp, the guy that like hides and like he's lost all the time, that might be a card, but we'll see. Nebula Dragon, cool. Space Time on me. Well, I can't wait. It says more cards are premiering July 8th. That's like 5 days away or 6 days away now. So tell me what you think in the comments. Peace and love.